Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. A brother is desperate to buy a used car for himself and for his family. Is it permissible for him to take a loan given by the credit union, Omar? And they're going to take the balance out of his weekly paycheck. We say the general rule of all transactions pertaining to a bank or a credit union is that they are haram in general. Everything. Debit card, debit account, checking account, Visa, loan, this, financing. The general rule is that all of these transactions are haram. The general rule. The general rule. And the reason why they're haram is because it is cooperation upon sin and transgression. The general rule. Arju Allah yasta'jil ahad. No one be hasty. We say what? The general rule. Dealing with a bank that deals with riba in general is haram. Putting your money in the bank, taking your money out the bank is generally what? Haram. Everybody clear on this? Some people say, oh, well, you can wire money through Western Union but not have a bank account. Well, some brothers said this in Yemen. You can't have a bank account, but you can use what? Western Union. What is Western Union based off of? Bank. Riba. You go to the bank, and there's a Western Union section there. Everybody clear on this? Especially overseas. America is a bit different when you might just have a Western Union. Overseas, all Western Unions are part of bank. So the general rule of any muamala is that it's what? Haram. La yajuz. Because these banks are staked with the filth of riba. Everybody clear on this? A little or a lot. Even if your transaction is not based off of riba, but you're supporting the system, you're feeding the cow. Feeding the cow. You're giving food to the cow. The beast. You're feeding the beast of riba. So that's the general rule. Obviously, with every general rule, there are exceptions. There are exceptions to every general rule. From those exceptions is that when there's extreme difficulty or necessity, it's durura, I'm compelled, I have no other option, no other choice. Or a person, he fears harm upon himself and his family. If I save all of my money and put it in my house, it's going to bring cops and robbers. Not just robbers, but what? In 2016, unfortunately. Not like some ignoramuses who try to defend, oh, how can you say this? What do you mean oppression? What are you talking about? Wallahi, we haven't seen you defend the Muslims getting killed and slaughtered and blown into pieces. But you're so fast to defend the non-Muslims who rule and judge by the Taghut laws. You're so fast to defend them. Don't say this about them. Don't say that. No. But you see a Muslim getting shot up and blown to pieces in Palestine. Oh, that's what they deserve. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. There's some people, they'll defend the Jews killing the Muslims before they defend the Muslims. Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. Allah musta'an yani. Hasbunallah. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Everybody understand this? So the concept is you fear someone breaking into your house, stealing your money, your wealth being taken, or it's impossible for a person, let's say hypothetically, it's impossible to live in 2016 without some type of dealings with some type of bank. Western Union, this, that, paycheck, something. I left off the job that's haram for a halal job. But they pay me in what? Paycheck. And to get my cash, my check cash, I have to go to a Riba Institute to feed my wife, to feed my kids, to pay the bills. Everybody understand this? So these are just general exceptions to the rules, with a person being cautious, with a person taking that which is a necessity and a need and not that which is luxury, a want. I have to have a car for work. Doesn't necessarily have to mean I have the most fancy, expensive car. I have to have a place to live that's suitable for me and my children. Doesn't mean I have to have a house on the hill, a mansion off riba. Everybody understand this? Taking as least the little bit as you possibly can. Everybody understand this? These are different general rules. General what? General rules. Everybody clear on this? If you have to get a bank card, get this type of card and not that type of card. If you have to have an account, don't take the money, so on and so forth. Everybody clear on this? In brief. So therefore, if the loan does not involve interest, it does not entail interest, they're just giving you a good-hearted loan, then that's one thing. If it's a means of necessity, you're getting a used car, not even a brand new car, then that's what? That's one thing. This is a necessity, something that you have to do, that's what? That's one thing. But if there are other avenues, other ways that you can get a car that's suitable for your work, for your family, to take care of your kids, that does not include riba, that does not involve dealing with riba, so on and so forth, then that is what you should do. That is what you should do. But if it's difficult, if it's a hardship, if it's burdensome, if you do not have the ability, fear Allah to the best of your ability. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ. Fear Allah to the best of your capabilities. Try your best. Try your hardest. Ask Allah to protect you from riba and do the best that you possibly what? Can. Wallahu ta'ala. And that's the answer to this question. What? In brief.